Alright, let's go. YouTube was good. It's your boy K Money back with another video. Shout out to the homie TB Clout, you get what I'm saying? My boy gave me an amazing video topic to speak on. So the topic gonna be, how to not let others affect you and how to live your life to the fullest, right? So the first thing I'm gonna say is, the one way to not let others affect you is knowing yourself and knowing yourself in certain situations, you get what I'm saying? So I'll give a great example, just like for me with the YouTube, right? I had to learn myself and certain patterns about me due to the fact that I was kind of nervous to get in front of the camera and flow. Like, of course, I was used to the camera and certain other aspects, like if I would troll on it or if I would say like little stupid stuff, like in a short amount of time, like a 1 minute, 2 minute video. But due to the fact I said like I want to be a big icon, and due to the fact I said I want to have my videos be top notch, so understood that took a whole another level of thinking. That's gonna take a whole different amount of work that I gotta accomplish and that I gotta fall through it. So I had to understand that it's gonna be way more mental battles I gotta face. It's gonna be way more critiques. It's gonna be a lot of criticism behind this stuff. But now all that's gonna do is just test me to see if I really want this or if I don't want it, And of course, we all gonna have them days where it's like we don't want to get up, where we don't want to make the video. Or even if it's not YouTube, for y'all who got goals or sports, being an author, being an engineer, whatever. We all gonna have them days where it's like, it's not that sense of joy or motivation probably like it was 2 days ago or the day before or last week. Sometimes it's just like that. You wake up and you get them days where it just seems like, damn, like everything peaches and cream. And you get them days where you wake up and shit calm. And then you get them days where you wake up and it's like, I don't feel like doing nothing. You want to be glued to the bed, you keep putting alarm on snooze, and of course we all guilty of this. So it's not for me to knock at anybody. It's not for me to sit up here and be on some shit like oh, I'm better than everybody. Like, nah, hell nah. So don't take it like that, you heard? Don't take it like that. But due to the fact of me learning patterns about myself and me learning myself in certain situations, I can kind of catch myself, I can say like feeling an emotion, or before certain things happen, I can kind of pinpoint where the situation might go. Now, there's going to be times in life where life will test us in the sense of it might approach us with something new or something we know nothing about, and it's like we still got to kind of maneuver through that. But a lot of the times we think that we got through a certain situation just off winging it, and sometimes that is true, but if you go a little deeper, it wasn't really winging it. It might have been a little key points that you might have added up over time or through certain situations that allows you to get through this new situation that you're going through. You get what I'm saying? So when other people come in, when other people, I can say, try to troll or try to knock what you're doing, it's like you gotta have that self-awareness to understand that most people don't have the balls or guts to go after their own goals. Most people just want to sit behind the phone and troll all day. Most people don't want to have their ego hurt. Most people don't have, a brain that thinks deep. Most people don't have people around them that hold them accountable. Most people don't have other people around them that think deep as well. So it's like, it's a bunch of bird brains all in one group. You get what I'm saying? So when you have that self-awareness, you tend to just take, like I say, opinions on the chin. Right, if it's good or bad, and I'm going to tell you why, right? It's like, I understand that in life, we tend to, feel the most happiest, I can say, like when everybody rocking with us, when we had like this little feel-good moment or somebody said something good about us. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Of course, you want to focus more on the good than the bad. And due to the fact that, you don't want to sit up here and I can say let the bad overrule you, and you want to sit up here and have a positive experience with whatever you're doing, right? But it's like, the same way the good can make you feel a lot of these emotions, the bad can do the same thing as well. So it's like, you don't want to sit up here and get yourself attached to the just feeling of feeling good, because that's when that feeling is attached to so many things. This person said, oh, I like you. This person said, oh, I like this skill that you're doing. This person giving you all this love, this validation, I appreciate this, I appreciate that. So it's a sense of building that, I can say, that that ego up, that sense of love, that sense of feeling like you are somebody. And then and take that one person to probably just bring it all back down, due to the fact that you didn't take both of them on the chin. Because if you take the good on the chin with the bad, it's kind of like it's a good balance. It's like 50-50. It's just due to the fact that and shout out to my boy Mr. Lucario, because the context I'm using, this is the kind of idea I got from him. But it's a good idea though. I guess he was saying in the sense of if you take the good you know, with the bad, you know, it's like you kind of even it out. So it's like, you know, you won't feel bad if somebody don't like what you're doing, and if somebody do like what you're doing, you appreciate it, but you're not too attached to it. So, you know, shout out to my boy for that. And, you know, for y'all who don't know him, Mr. Lucario, bro, one of the best life coaches, man. He taught me so much about dating, when it came to myself, when it came, you know, how to move, when it came to taking on tasks, you know, thinking critically. You know, I'm gonna put his IG up here around this part, probably in this corner over here. I'm gonna put his IG up here. You know, he's a great life coach. You know, I used to watch his podcast back in like 2022. I started watching him a little more. Then he got like himself, and you know, it's a big crew of them, like the Real Game Book 30 panel. You know, it's a bunch of men. You know, who sit up here and talk about, I can say, life. Who sit up here and talk about, you know, how you should move as a man. You know, who teach you to think for yourself. Who teach you to understand yourself in certain situations. You know, him, Taekwondo, 1950. You know, KZI again, Miles, Steve the Dean. You know, it's a bunch of them, man. So shout out to them. But so like I can say, due to the fact of, and you know, Lucario, he told me about, you know, me understanding patterns of myself, and you know, actually how to move, and you know, not be, I guess, like, you know, so emotional, and understand that, you know, as a man, it's not easy. As a man, you got to think immediately, and as a man, you know, actually take action to understand what's going on. So the reason I don't let what people say affect me is due to the fact, like I said, most people want to sit around and troll, and most people know that, you know, they have the ability to make another person mad, to take another person off their track. You know, it may be a person going full throttle with a certain activity, it may be a person that's sitting up here and, you know, going all in with what they got to do, but they kind of coasting off the fact that, you know, they good at the moment. Or like I said, everybody's making them feel good, and then they come out one person and say, oh, I don't like this, or I don't like that. But it probably hit kind of weird to the fact that your ego is built up on, you know, 1,000 people telling you, oh, I like this about you, I like that about you. But then that one person, so now you understand that, you know, it's not 100% of people that like you. You know, it's kind of, you know, it's kind of weighing out now, because it's like these bunch of people like me, but then, you know, I got some people who think what I'm doing, after me putting in all this hard work, suck. You know, like for example, if I sit up here and make a YouTube video and somebody say, oh, I don't like this, or I don't like that, or I don't like the way you do this, or I don't like the way you do that, you know, I'll take that on the chin. Now, of course, if the critique sound good, or, you know, somebody trying to help me out, of course, I'll take that and I'll assess it, like, you know, or maybe I do gotta fix this, or maybe I do gotta fix that. You know, I won't sit up here and argue, I won't sit up here and complain, I'm not gonna sit up here and come crazy at nobody. It's just that I gotta sit back and understand now, like, okay, you know, what was this person trying to get at? And, you know, even if they is trying to troll, even if they is trying to be funny, I can still take the judgment, you know, apply it to my life. But it's because I wanted to, though. It's not in the sense of, you know, or they made me feel insecure. It's not in the sense of, oh, damn, you know, this person don't like what I'm doing, so I'm gonna try to accommodate for them. Like, nah. But if a person come at me with a good critique, and I actually sit up here and I see, like, okay, you know, I didn't peep that, you know, I take a few steps back, and it's like, all right, you know, I'm gonna assess this, you know, I'm gonna actually think deep about this, and if it go good with what I'm trying to do, you know, if it fit, you know, my program good, then I'm gonna go full throttle with that. Let me get a little water. Time flowing, you gotta take a little sip. There we go. Take a little hit of that pub. Yeah, I know the pubs when they knew they were hit. That watermelon strawberry, though, this tastes amazing. So let me get back on track, right? So like I said, if a person sit up here and give me, you know, a critique that I can work on, and I take it and I apply it to my life and I actually work, you know, cool. But at the end of the day, it's all about me thinking for myself. It's about me moving as a man. It's about me understanding who I am, and if I want to do a certain thing, and if it does, and if it benefits me in a certain way, you know. I'm not against any critiques. I'm not going to say a person can't critique just because they're not on my level. You know, I'm not going to say a person can't give an idea just because they're not on my level. Because maybe a person who don't even do YouTube but might have a good idea from their deep point of thinking as to what I could do better. So, you know, I'm open to that. So, but thinking like that though, and having this type of process, you know, thinking deep, thinking critically, it allows you to be free, because it's like you understand that at the end of the day, you're the person you got to come back to. You know, Like, you the boss, you the CEO, you gotta report back to yourself in all situations and say, you know, would this fit me? You gotta have these talks with yourself, you know, you gotta go deep with your own self. So it's like, when another person sit up here and come at you with something, it's like, of course, you know, you take them steps back, you listen, you assess, but then you gotta go to your own mind. And this person, you know, if the idea they gave you, if they don't think as deep, or, you know, if you try to sit up here and, you know, I can say, give an idea and, you know, put it on top of theirs, you know, if yours overrule theirs and, you know, knock theirs out the ballpark, then it's like, I can't rock with that, you know, I'm gonna just stick to the judgment I made and that's it. But like I said, this person, if you see that, you know, they can kind of be, I asked them with the ideas, or, you know, they can kind of come together, and then you can add that into it. But that allowed me, you know, to free up so much time. And when I'm talking about time, like, you know, like mental space, you know, it allowed me to not overcloud my thinking and just get up and do what I got to do, get these videos out the way. My time went off. My fault. But yeah, you know, it allowed me to free up so much space because, you know, now you can just think freely. You know, now you can just like flow with all the ideas, man. You know, I can have everything I want to do, you know, set up. And it's due to the fact that just even thinking about these YouTube videos, I know it's gonna come. Like I said, well, I'm gonna blow. I'm gonna be a big icon, man. But I know it's important because people gonna trust in my message. You know, people gonna say that, you know, if he got far, you know what he's doing in some shape or form. I might not know how, I might not have seen everything, but you know what he's doing. So just due to the fact that, you know, I'm gonna lead people down the right rabbit hole, and I want people to trust in my message. You know, I want to actually show people that it can be done. I gotta stick to my word, and I gotta do what I gotta do, you know. And that's all part of being a man, you know, because when people count on you, when people come to you for things, you know, like, it's always good to, especially people that trust in you, you know. So if you give an opinion, if you give a critique, you want to follow it as well. You get what I'm saying? You know, you don't want to sit up here and be a fraud. You don't want to sit up here, you know, like I said, mislead people and hold yourself accountable. Like I said in a bunch of my videos, like I said, there was times I was tired, or it was times, even in the beginning, I said, yo, I was supposed to upload yesterday, and then a few weeks later, I said the same thing. So, you know, that's me being honest on the camera. I'm not going to be one of them people that be like, oh, I was sick, or, you know how some YouTubers be, took a mental break, it took a break, bro. Yeah, bro, we going through a lot. Niggas send home more than DoorDash. You know what I'm saying? Bullshit. But, you know, like I said, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. But that's one of the best ways that helped me, you know, to stop caring about what people think. And another thing I'm gonna say before I end the video is, it's not that when people say certain things, you won't feel certain emotion. I'm gonna get that out the way. You get what I'm saying? Because some of y'all may see the video, you get what I'm saying? You may hear what I'm saying, but you may be like, why do I still feel them emotion? That just happened. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes you can't control your thoughts. So, you know, sometimes you can't control the emotion you want to feel. The emotion we all get is that I don't feel like, you know, I don't feel like getting up. I don't feel like going outside, da-da-da. Now, if it's in the sense of, you know, there's no substance behind to why you're doing something, then I guess it's like, alright, fuck it, I don't need to be doing it. But I'm saying in the sense of, it's like, oh, I don't want to get up, but you know you got to go to school. You know you got to go to work. Or if you set a timer for the video, you know, then you got to get up and do those things because it's an actual deep reason as to why you're getting up. It's not a vague reason. It's not something that's going to lead you down the wrong path. It's something that's going to help you grow. So, you know, of course, you're just going to feel them emotions. And on top of that, it's all about life testing you. That's why they come out of nowhere. It's not like you're going to tell yourself before you go to bed, like, man, I'm not going to feel like it tomorrow. Nah, you just wake up and you don't feel like it. That's it. But, you know, the more you kind of catch yourself in these situations, the more you be good. But I'm going to take another puff real quick. Ooh, that thing tasty.
Hell no, to the no.
But I'm out, y'all. Love y'all. Get money back, son.
Rain don't fall, then the sun won't shine. And a lot of lanes for my kind. Nowadays, a lot get strange, even time. Put a lot of pain on my spine, trying to see what I could gain from my fun. Remember, I was down to pray for a sign, strolling down the Timber Lane with a 9. Sinning is the price of a man. Had to pick up a pen.